video.
Oh, hi. Made it to the pool. Just trying to figure out all the logistics, which is always a good time, but got a buoy, got a pool, made it in. 2 thumbs up. Now it's time to swim.
How is it?
The water feels great. It is just windy, and it's been a few days out of the water, so it just kind of feels clunky at the moment. So let's hope it comes back. Describes the swim. Because even in a contained pool, there was like significant chop. I wouldn't say it felt amazing, but it is done. The forecast for today is wind with a side of wind. As you can tell, it's windy in every direction, especially not the one that I'm going in. Over to you. Just about to head out on my 2-hour ride here and start by climbing immediately. And it is windy, as expected. So, fingers crossed, it goes well. Cool. Is the hardest ride, because I think this is the hardest ride. This is the craziest shit stuff in the whole world. Oh, that's good. Windy all the time.
What day is today?
Great question. Today is Wednesday, I think. And I'm just going out to do a 30-minute spin with No, I'm not. I'm going out to do an hour with 30 minutes at race effort of a pretty big climb, just so that I keep familiarizing myself with the course. I'm missing some of my nutrition, so I think I might go with a new strategy called Baby Nutella.
Can be used as chamois cream as well.
No! Oh God! Warming up for my 20-minute ocean water swim, which is already laid out, so it's really nice to be able to see the course. But yeah, I have a pretty particular swim warm-up that I do, and always makes me feel like I'm following my routine and helps me get in the water and feel calm. So that's what I'm doing. Making rice flour pancake batter so that while I go out and ride, Josh can start making a giant pancake breakfast for me when I get back. Today is pancake day, so we eat a massive breakfast the day before the race and then taper off our carbohydrates by the evening. So I love pancakes, but by the time you're done with this breakfast, you almost feel like you never want to see a pancake again. And I usually pack my own gluten-free pancake mix, but I forgot this time, so we are freestyling over here. I'm ready to go. Likewise, there's Josh.
So what possessed you to come to Lanzarote and do this crazy race?
Just wanted to find the hardest race out there.
In our video tutorial, weird crow eating thing.
Yeah, on race day, everyone thinks everything different. You know, you're so all over the place. You just follow what you.
It was the weirdest crow meeting of all time. They tell us about photos or anything like that.
You can be anywhere not around the start.
It's race day. I feel vaguely nauseous, which means we ride on this one. I haven't gotten there yet, but I
Fiona Moriarty! So we are back home exactly 1 week from the race. Why don't you give us a little overview of how it went and how it didn't went?
Some things went really well. I am super proud of my swim. I got a great start. I looked to my left and there's Annie charging away at the water and thought like, this is a weird position for me to be in. But I've been swimming really well, so I was confident, and I led the chase pack for the first loop, and then I decided it was not in my best interest to lead the chase pack for the second loop. So I made a tactical decision to figure out how to get to the back of our little group, and then rode the train all the way around the second loop and sprinted it to the beach to come out of the water second. And then as for the bike, there were some issues I had with nutrition the week leading into the race. I didn't have my typical stash of things that I normally bring to a race, or enough of everything that I needed. So I was making some estimated or guesses of a couple of different things nutritionally that I had to add to my stash to make it through the race. Still, I think I was a little short on calories by the time I finished the 5 hour and 49-minute loop. I also had a moment where, because the bottles they gave us didn't fit into my bottle cages, I had to slip it around the back of my Castelli race suit, and it caused the zipper to, completely open. And so I rode, 3/4 of the bike with my kit flapping open, which is a bit of an aero penalty. So there are some things I wish I did differently. I wish I had been a little more aggressive on the climbs, but overall, I'm pretty proud of the power I put out. It was my highest ever for a bike in an Ironman, and it was longer than any other bike. And then I came off the bike running well. My hips were open. I've worked a lot on my run this past block, and I was really confident in my ability to execute a truly, for me, PR run. And by the time I was about 10 miles in, I had started to feel off, very off, a little woozy. I was losing power. I looked at my heart rate and it had started to drop, and dropped precipitously. So it went from being in the 150s to high 140s to down to 139. And I just felt incredibly lightheaded. And then as I was running down a little bit of a decline, I just collapsed, and the next thing I knew, people were pouring water over my head and saying that I needed an ambulance. So that's obviously really scary. It was it's like the disappointment of feeling like you gave it everything and something else caused you to fail. So I'm working with precision hydration to figure out what exactly went wrong, because the theory is that my blood pressure dropped rather quickly. So just trying to figure out how to prevent that from happening again.
How have you felt this past week mentally? Your first DNF at a race.
I just want so badly to perform well and show what I'm capable of. So that feeling of disappointment is real. And also that I'm not as devastated about it because I already have something immediately on the horizon. Although it might sound kind of crazy, because I didn't do the last, 12 plus miles of the run. I'm not super beat up. I'm incredibly hungry. My body feels fine, so we're gonna go chase another race in a couple weeks. But I don't feel discouraged by it. I feel more hopeful.
So